What's up guys, Nolan here, and today we got an official development update from Nikita Bayanov, the lead dev of Escape from Tarkov. The next patch, patch 12.10, will not be a wipe. I say again, the next patch will not be a wipe, and it is likely to go live early next week, specifically the week of March 31st. The official patch notes for this patch have been posted already, and you'll find the link to that below if you're interested. However, during the cast, he spoke about a lot more than what is just shown in these patch notes. Right off the bat, Nikita said that 12.10 won't be huge, but it will have some interesting things for sure. 12.11, as in the patch after next, is looking to be completely packed with content, so I'll go ahead and say right now that I think 12.11 will be a wipe because everything points to that being the case. The timing's right, the content's right, the community is definitely ready, so go ahead and stamp that on your brains that 12.11 could likely be a wipe. We have no date yet on 12.11, but we do have new info on what's in it, which we'll get to in a second. The ScarH at least is being pushed for patch 12.11, and there was some significant confusion with Nikita on this one. He was looking at a picture of the ScarH, but called it the ScarL, and said that both the H and L would be coming in patch 12.11. They spoke in Russian a lot around this, and I couldn't understand what they were saying, but worst case, I know that 12.11 will likely have at least the ScarH, but the ScarL is still in limbo here, as we have yet to see any work in progress shots of that. Nikita also said that they want lots of customization for the Scar, leading me more to thinking that we will soon see the GL40 become an attachment for it. Again, there was a lot of confusion around this. We're gonna have to wait and see what happens with the Scar in the future. So for 12.10, Steam Audio is back, and there's also new voice lines and audio work done for Scavs, Scav bosses, and PMCs. There's new clothing for both PMCs and for Scavs. There's a bunch of new equipment coming. You'll see shots of that in the background. This includes a new IFAK and medical supplies. A new 9mm AR and pistol will be in 12.10. Both are semi-auto only, but the AR parts can be used in other weapons. There will be a bunch of new weapon attachments and parts coming as well. It doesn't look like the Ultima shotgun is ready yet, but Nikita did confirm that the camera will have a thermal imaging mode on it. There will be new AP ammo in 7.62x39 and 5.56, which we were not told whether it would be better or worse than the current meta rounds for those weapons. There will also be a new hollow point 5.56 round for all of us to ignore. People completely lost their minds when they saw a TNT brick and a can of thermite on the list for the patch notes. These are strictly just barter items right now, guys. They are just as useful as a gas analyzer or a book of matches. They do not have a use past that right now. Of course, these will be real at some point in the future, but no word on when. There's also been some quality of life UI and task changes around how we interact with the UI and the flea market. They also reduced the sound of rain by 30%, thankfully. Again, Steam Audio is back and fixed, but Nikita warned us that there will still be some issues here and there. It's not fully implemented yet, and there will be more iterations coming in the future. Thermal's got a new rendering system, which we will have to wait and see if this is better or worse. At least performance-wise, our frame rates should be better when using them. There's more general fixes and small changes coming with 12.10, but I've covered what I believe are the most significant. But if you want to read the full log, you'll find that again in the description. We got our first official glimpse of the factory Scav boss, which apparently will be called Koala or something like it. Unfortunately, Nikita was very hard to understand, so for now we're calling him Koala, which is extremely unfitting to his personality, as it seems like he has a massive sledgehammer that he will swing at you. The factory expansion and its new Scav boss, Koala, is planned for patch 12.11. Speaking of maps, Nikita mentioned that they will work on the lighthouse location after the factory expansion, and it will likely drop before Streets of Tarkov, which they're now saying will be by the end of the year. Speaking of Streets, we got a bunch of new screenshots, as well as the goal from Nikita that we want Streets to sustain 60 frames per second gameplay on a mid-range GPU before they're actually done with it. Given what we've seen so far, that seems pretty ambitious, so we'll see what happens. Here's a big one. Scav Karma is planned for patch 12.11. It will be based off of a reputation with Fence. Low reputation will increase your Scav cooldown timer, get you worse gear on your Scav, and eventually make you tagged and cursed to other Scavs. Good Karma will do the opposite, as well as, according to Nikita, open new opportunities for you with Fence. The way you increase your reputation is by surviving a raid where the Scav boss survives, aka you need to protect the Scav boss from PMCs and other Scavs. If you exit the raid with a friendly PMC as a Scav, this will net you the highest amount of positive reputation. Apparently there will be more things that will affect this, but that's all that we were given today. As to PMC Karma, Nikita confirmed it is still coming to the game, but they are still working out the details of how it will work. Again, Scav Karma in 12.11, but PMC Karma coming later. At some point between 12.10 and 12.11, BSG will upload the Unity 19 12.10.X build of the game, that same 12.10.X patch will have tons of networking optimizations and changes, so that will be a big one for general performance of Escape from Tarkov for sure. If you want to learn more about Unity 19 and what could be coming with it, check out my video I made specifically for that in the description. Some of you might be wondering about VoIP, since we're going to be getting Karma now. VoIP will not be coming with Scav Karma, unfortunately, so it will be extremely difficult to team up. However, VoIP is 100% coming this year, according to Nikita. He also confirmed that arm switching for weapons is coming. The scope rework will be in 12.11. More significant weapon modding is coming soon, and as to how significant, we can see the more recent shots for weapons. They seem to have specific models for all internal weapon parts, hinting that it will practically, if not literally, be full customization of everything in the weapon. Lots of people asked about future guns, and I wish they had seen my most recent video, as this wasted a lot of time. It also annoyed Nikita quite a bit. Every single one was confirmed by Nikita himself, including the AUG, Tavor, SAW, the heavy stationary weapons, and more. If you have any questions about future weapons in Escape from Tarkov, I have the legitimate full list in the video below, so check it out. The only change would be that Nikita admitted there's a problem that they can't seem to solve with revolvers, so we'll have to see if they are actually able to resolve it at some point, I guess. Nikita also confirmed that if Microsoft or Sony wants to get EFT as an exclusive for their console, they just need to contact him. BSG is absolutely not opposed to Tarkov on consoles, they're just too busy to worry about it right now. So likely, if this were to happen, a different studio would need to get involved to handle the port to consoles. Something new to me here is that Nikita mentioned you would lose your gear in arena mode, and I am just going to go ahead and say that I think he was mistaken. He was either just confused or flustered. Maybe he didn't know what specifically the arena mode they were talking about. I'm not sure, but that was supposed to be a major draw to this mode from the beginning. Again, it was over an hour into the cast and he seemed somewhat overwhelmed with the questions. I'll go out on a limb here and say that he was mistaken, but if I get full confirmation from him or someone official that you will in fact lose your gear in the arena, then I will amend my thoughts and my videos based on the arena. BSG have no intention on making significant changes to the economy right now. They pretty much went word for word of what I mentioned in my recent video on the subject, which is that they have plans for the economy and that its current state doesn't matter much. However, Nikita went on to speak about the future of the economy, where he said that they want it to be as unpredictable as possible. They also want to have as much human factor in it as possible with special events and seasons. If you're really that annoyed with the economy right now, guys, just take a break. For general work in progress, we have advanced weapon malfunctions and overheating, soon TM, low and high ready for weapons, soon TM, working IR lasers and lights, soon TM, even more new bosses, soon TM, which for those who don't know, they want multiple bosses for each location. New stationary weapons are coming soon. This will likely be 50 cals or dishkas, as I don't think we're quite ready for SPGs or mortars yet, but we'll see. Custom rigs will be coming soon, but the armor hitboxes are still a while out. Then last but not least, the first iteration of inertia changes will be coming with patch 12.11. And that is it. Again, if you guys want to see the full patch notes for 12.10, which should be here early next week, check out the link in the description. What do you guys think of all the changes, and what do you guys think of Scav Karma? Are we ready to see that in Escape from Tarkov? Let me know in the comments. For the latest Tarkov news, check out my playlists here. If you like more than just Tarkov, check out my second channel. If you like this video, then you know the drill. Please subscribe. I really appreciate the people who do. Otherwise, I hope you at least learned something, and I also hope you have a nice day. See you guys.